welcome to yet another episode of My First Match with Mandrews. I'm going to be watching Joaquin's first match. This is prior to Joaquin Wild. This is prior to DJZ.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Zima
Zima Ion. Prior to
Oh, yeah, Zima Ion.
This was when he was Shima Zion, before he was Zima Ion.
Yeah. Backstory on Shima Zion. When I was 14 years old, I was thinking of wrestling names. Like, I was already like fantasy booking my wrestling career. I liked the name Shima because this wrestler from Torimon named Sima used to wrestle in WCW as Shima Nobunaga.
You got it.
And I just thought it looked cool. Shima, Shiima. Just looked awesome.
That does look cool.
Yeah, we were learning about like ancient China in history class, and it mentioned some guy named Sima Sion, and Sion was spelled with an X, so it was like Xian. So I was like, maybe I'll be Shima Sion. And then I showed it to my friend. I was like, yo, this could be my wrestling name. And he was like, Shima Zion. I'm like, no, it's Shima Sion. He's like, no, it says Shima Zion. So I was like, well, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
By the time we get here, I just turned 18 years old when this match happens. I thought of Shima Zion when I was 14, and there's a lot of things I thought were cool at 14 that I didn't necessarily still think were cool at 18. The funniest part is years later when I started at TNA, had been working for years to get rid of the name Shima Zion, and finally this is my big chance, my TNA debut. It's my chance to finally get rid of the name Shima Zion, and what happens? I get to TV and Vince Russo gives me my new name, Zima Ion. The main event of this show was Chris Hero against Shirley Doe, who's one of the guys that trained me.
Nice.
And I asked Chris Hero to watch my match.
And here we are again.
Yeah,
So I didn't watch it then, but we're finally getting around to it. So I'll make sure to give you some pointers.
Yeah. So your fifth of a match. How long have you been training at this point?
a year, but I started training when I was 16. But in the state of Pennsylvania, you cannot wrestle until you're 18 years old.
Okay.
So I trained for an entire year, had a couple matches in West Virginia where there's no athletic commission. And then finally I turned 18, and then a month later I had my debut in Pennsylvania.
Amazing.
So that's Maverick,
Yeah.
So good.
It's Maverick, who was in our training
staple
class.
of IWC.
Yeah.
Is this the same IWC that I'm at?
Yes.
Is it? Okay,
Yep.
cool, yeah.
So Maverick was a guy in our training class, and this was a show that they would do every year where all the new trainees would have their debut matches. Maverick was not ready to debut, but we still wanted him to be a part of the show. And he was a little like flamboyant of an individual, so my gimmick was that I was a male model, and Maverick was a real
Naturally.
he was a real life photographer, so we're like, oh my god, this is too perfect. So Maverick was my manager.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then my opponent, Jason Gorey, this show was at his high school. So
nice.
that's pretty
Hometown
awesome.
hero.
Yeah.
Rocking the Jeff Hardy influence look.
Oh, of course.
He appears to be down with the clown.
Down for life, yeah.
That would be accurate.
Gory, I believe, was kind of in the news WrestleMania weekend last year because Just Incredible threw a chair into a battle royal.
Yep.
Out from outside the ring, and it hit Gory in the head and split him open.
Yep. Yeah, man, that's true.
Just Incredible. And also,
So the production value is pretty good here.
Yeah, they always had pretty solid production value at IWC. That's my mom. Yeah,
That's
sitting
your
in the
mom?
crowd. Yep.
No way!
Yeah.
Incredible.
hell yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Did you have any other friends and family?
Oh yeah, there's like a whole section over there. It's like 10 kids from my high school that came to watch the show.
This is awesome. I feel like this is going to be surprisingly good. This is, yeah. So was it sort of
CJ Sensation.
CJ Sensation
Ref in
is
the
your
match.
referee.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wild lockup.
Famously kicked in the face by Low Key.
I want to know if this bandana stays on or not.
It does, surprisingly. Yeah, it was tied extra tight. Because I was trying to grow my hair long, but I was in that awkward transition stage where it's like medium length.
Ooh, let it go.
Look at this. Where did you train?
So, funny thing, the week leading up to this show, Chris Hero did a seminar at our wrestling school.
This is amazing.
So I learned some lucha libre techniques from Chris Hero before this match.
That's awesome. No wonder you wanted to watch the match. You'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, I learned, man. Okay. Look at that. This is really good. 18-year-old.
Yeah,
Wild.
senior in high school.
With the classic bleachers that you push all into each other.
Yep.
That's great.
Nice.
My mom made the pants that I'm wearing. They're like, you can't tell, but they're like velour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's amazing. Oh, that's so sweet.
It was back when studded belts were still
I
a
would
thing.
say, yeah.
Oh!
Seems cool. Oh, that was sick.
So
What the
we've
hell?
got the Memphis spot
Yep.
with a little bit of an updated flair to it.
Yeah,
I believe
Lucha Memphis
I
spot.
believe Shirley Doe is the one who taught us about the Memphis spot. And
Yeah.
Also, can I just say, your manager is looking fly on the outside.
you know what? He dressed like that like on a
All the
regular
time?
basis. That wasn't him in
Oh.
gimmick. That was just normal Maverick.
Managed by Bruno Mars, you know.
You heel.
Jason Corey! Look at this! Oh! Bit of a rough landing there.
Good little exit.
Yep.
It's amazing. A stacked crowd as well. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good crowd.
I mean, when you got Chris Hero in the main event.
Yeah.
Jason Corey! Amazing.
Awesome.
I believe Hacksaw Jim Duggan was on this show as well. He was. He totally was.
Tough guy.
Yep.
Did you ask Jim Duggan to watch your match?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going
So
for guy
this was
number two.
a terrible idea that we had here that confused the entire crowd.
No.
So he goes up for a second dive. You can't see, but Maverick flashed a camera in his face to blind him.
Oh my god.
But it was not visual at all. So
Reverse DDT on the apron, though. Nice.
Wow. He was watching his IWS tapes
Yeah.
around that period from Smart Mark Video.
To say.
you know where I think I got that reverse DDT in the apron? I believe I got it from B-Boy, actually.
Oh,
nice.
Who got it from?
An IWS tape? Or maybe you? I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's such a funny idea. He
Flash,
flashed the camera
yeah.
in his face.
If he would have hopped up on the apron and then actually blinded him, it would have been great.
Oh, there we go.
Look at
Posing for
this.
some photos.
So eventually I would use this move with a can of hairspray and I would spray my hair, but
Yeah.
and then other times I'd have a photographer slide in the ring and do a photo shoot with me. But we hadn't quite developed those ideas at this point.
Did you do the hairspray thing in TNA? Was that the
Yeah,
did
in my
that,
first couple years in TNA, I did the
Yeah.
hairspray.
the things that stick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That fine-tuned it on the Independence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although I never saw the bandana make a comeback. So.
Well, you know, once
never a
we eventually
time.
grew that hair out. But I don't know, if I decide to grow my hair out again, we might have to bring back the bandana. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of those awkward transition stages.
It is really funny in watching these matches and seeing what's stuck over the years for people.
Yeah.
Like in my first match, I hit like 3 arm drags. I'm like, oh, that's every single match
Yeah.
I do now. I hit.
Was the ref helping you guys out a little bit?
Not that I can recall.
That's funny because I remember I wrestled him in like '99.
And I
Oh,
It's okay.
You looked like annoyed at yourself.
Yeah, like, oh man.
It's like, man, I do it so well in training.
La placenta.
Oh, suave. Jason Gordy is his name.
Good,
Yeah.
good,
Jason
good.
Gordy's good.
Yeah.
White meat baby face there.
Oh! Before Kenny Omega was doing it.
What up, Omega?
Now we know where he got it from. Gory.
That would be crazy.
The
Yeah.
original. Oh! That was wild.
Joaquin Wild.
Yeah.
Gotta bring
that-
that one back.
Yeah.
Was that an homage to Brutus Beefcake?
Yeah, right?
Jumping
Exactly. That was something that we came up with in training, and like I remember everybody like popped in practice.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we have to keep that for sure. We
Yeah.
have to do that in our big match. And then our other thing that we had planned to do in this match was a code red. And we did it beautiful every single time. Then, of course, when you get to the actual match, we don't do it perfect.
Oh, he's just. That was a good technique there. I like that. man.
I'm impressed with the fact that one of your first matches has commentary on it. It just goes to show how far ahead the American indies were.
Yeah.
Like in the UK, no one had commentary. Well, like FWA, but like other than that, there was no like production.
Yeah, that's
value.
crazy. I don't think about stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this was 2004. And
Yeah, there was like 2 decent commentators, you know. And
Oh, he's right here.
Almost
a Canadian destroyer.
Oh, that is not look. Oh, were you okay after that?
I don't remember being hurt.
Pull up the elbow pad.
Dude, I
first.
eventually stopped wearing elbow pads because I was constantly pulling them
I
out.
still do.
Yeah, I
Still do.
Oh!
Oh!
You don't want to
would
get
go
hit
for
in the face
Yeah.
because you're a supermodel, yeah?
Oh,
That's your
nice.
moneymaker.
Yep.
Look at that.
That was the idea anyway.
Yeah.
was-
Kingdom James on commentary. With Jeff Gorman.
Oh! Look at this.
Jeff Gorman and Joe
Yeah.
Dombrowski. Yeah.
You can go for a snapmare?
Going
Snapmare
for
driver.
the Snapmare driver.
Ah. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, what's gonna happen here?
Oh,
That almost
man.
didn't go well.
Almost turned into like a dive onto him, you know? Ah!
Oh!
Jason Gory's my new favourite wrestler.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Look at the ref!
The ref, yeah.
Hey!
What a
Oh,
brilliant
man.
man.
Your
Got a
mom is
standing
not
ovation
happy
from
right
that
now.
guy.
If you could go back and give yourself any advice before that,
I probably would have told myself not to wear the bandana.
oh, that's my favourite part.
Bandana.
You know what? I remember being really nervous. I think I would have told myself, like, have fun. It's the first of many. Like, it's not life or death. It's not, you know, it's not WrestleMania. But in my mind, it was that
Yeah.
night. I remember just being, like, a real nervous ball of energy. And I was like, oh, man. And, like, all my family's out there. All my friends are out there. Like, Chris Hero and Hacksaw Jim Duggan are on the show. Like,
Yeah.
that was fun.
I'd give that a 5-star for a first match.
Too
Thank you guys for watching another episode of My First Match with Mandrews. Like, comment below with who you want to see. Who else do you guys want to see on the show?
I will vote for Queen Ginny.
Oh.
This is maybe thinking a little big, but if you could get into a room with Tozawa, Ricochet, and Uha.
That would be amazing.
All 3 of them, the 3 buddies,
that would be
because they
good.
all have 3
good.
very different stories.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you guys for watching another episode of My First Match with Mandrews.